Hey guys, welcome back to Wells Firewood. Today I'm going to be splitting some live oak with the 5-way box wedge for the first time. I've had limited hours on this wedge. I used it just for a short time in the last two videos I made. Got a lot of oak from work and from one of my jobs. The plan is to put this in IBC totes. I got a guy on Marketplace. I need to go out to his place one morning before work and get a load of IBC totes. Unfortunately, this is going to have to change and become IBC tote storage. The display is not full. Normally it would be all the way out to here. Same with that pallet, and all the way down full. This is oak. So this is where the barbecue guys come when they come here. That's the New Zealand pine. It's kind of campfire wood. So normally this would be full this time of year. I'm not selling a lot of wood. So it makes it really easy for people to stop by and grab a wheelbarrow. But like I said, with the 1 acre lot that I have here, I'm kind of running out of space. As you can see here, I got 1, 2, 3 pallets that would normally be 9 wheelbarrows worth, would then be a full cord. So just these 6 spaces right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, would be 2 cords versus 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 versus 2 full thirds of a cord in wheelbarrows, which is allowing me to put and store a lot more wood here, which is something that I've been needing to do, is expand my space here, and that will help me a lot. Let me know if anybody sells fat wood for kindling. Those are 16-inch pieces, split pretty small, light with a lighter. You know, the only way to get a third of a cord in a 275 gallon tote is to stack it. So unfortunately, I think I'm just gonna have to stack all of them. I'm saving up for a skid steer. Unfortunately, I do not have a tractor or a skid steer right now, which is a big missing link in my business. There will be a surprise in the Woodyard in about a month or so. A lot of you guys would probably be puzzled by this purchase as to why I didn't get a tractor first, but I will talk more about that when I get the surprise in the Woodyard. And there's a pretty good reason why I bought what I bought versus a tractor or a skid steer, and we'll talk about that later this summer. So I'm going to cut this stuff up with a 362. This is a regular carburetor 362. If you're on the fence about whether to get a CM or a regular 362, I know a lot of guys like their CMs. I'm not a fan of the electric carburetor, whatever you want to call it. So for me, it's always traditional carburetor, but that's something you're going to have to think about when you're going to buy one. Do you want to take it to the shop every time something's wrong with it, or do you want to be able to grab a carburetor screwdriver and give it a quick tune yourself? I think that's the way to go for me. So I got the little pile in the front cut up that was kind of sitting in the water from the rain storm we had. This time of year I got mold issues to deal with. So I want to get this stuff split as I cut it. Everybody knows oak takes forever to cure, so usually that's the first thing that I target. Try to get split and dry and as soon as possible. I'm gonna run these rounds through and then get back to cutting. I had to put it in 4-wheel drive to move the 37D. I don't exactly have off-road tires on that truck, but that just shows you 2,600 pounds. So anyway guys, when you go from a 1222 to a 2228 or 37D, the wedges are thicker and heavier. I believe they go from 1-inch steel to 1 1/4-inch steel. I don't know how much that 5-way box wedge weighs, but it weighs too much for me to try to lift out of there by hand. So I'm going to use a chain hoist. So now the arm is completely disengaged. I'm going to pull this out of there. And when you first get these machines, they are kind of tight, the slots for the wedges. I had trouble the first time I changed the wedges. If you're just getting one of these machines and your strap isn't completely level, it will probably lift the whole machine until you've used it for a little bit. It's kind of like putting together a new chainsaw. You know, it has to go back together just perfect, if you know what I mean. This strap isn't completely level, so it's kind of lifting it nose forward a bit. I know for a fact that when I first got this machine, the way I'm doing it right now, it's kind of unlevel. It would not have picked the wedge out of there like this. I know one thing for sure, that is definitely better than breaking your back. So guys, I wish the box wedge was a better wedge for live oak, but unfortunately it just doesn't work. And anyway, I'm gonna get back to splitting and wasting less wood. So here we go. So I got that pile of wood cut up. Not exactly the most productive day I've ever had. Had a few distractions, but I guess it's better than sitting in the house and not getting anything done. I'm gonna work on this a little bit tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna hopefully finish it if the weather cooperates. There's a lot of pieces in here with knots, and live oak in general, I mean, it's not made for a box wedge. Just little knots, you know, twisted wood. There's a lot of knots on these over here. This stuff is not going through a box wedge, guys. I personally don't agree with limiting yourself to just a box wedge, you know, or the same as just a 4-way or just a 6-way. I feel like you would be much better off being able to change your wedges out. Yes, they are heavy wedges. They take a little bit more time to change than a slip over system, but with the extra weight and size of these wedges, you're gaining strength. So there's going to be a drawback, you know, to the slip over wedges. I personally do not like that design. I mean, you're gonna bend or break something. You know, one of these times, splitting one of these pieces of knotty or twisted hardwood. But for those of you that are on the fence about buying a dedicated box wedge machine, I would strongly recommend against it. Unless all your wood that you're splitting is perfect box wedge style wood, straight as an arrow and splits great, then you know you would be probably more than happy with it. But I would say you know, a variety of different wedges to split wood with would be the better way to go. So anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling on, guys. I appreciate you watching the video. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see future videos, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for stopping by.